back of the neck.
Welcome to About Time, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm Stephen, and I've been a Doctor Who fan since 2005.
And I'm Ben, and I've never seen the show before.
Now we're watching and discussing every episode of the revived series, and quite frankly, it's about time. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. This week's been a bit manic.
This week has been ridiculous.
But overall, I'm alright.
Yeah. And this weekend is a busy weekend for us. But we tend to record at the weekend, and we're squeezing this in, but yeah. We spent this morning helping my parents load a van because they're gradually moving.
Yeah.
And it's a bit hard for me, to be honest, emotionally, because it's the house where I lived for nearly 30 years. But and my parents are moving quite far away, which is difficult for me as well. But anywho, they clearly want to get away from me.
No, it's not like the North Pole.
I'm joking. They'll be happy there.
They'll be happy, and
we're going to visit them in a couple of weeks as well. So yeah, so we'll tell you all about that when we've done that.
Yeah.
But yeah, got rehearsal. My play at time of recording goes on in just over a week, which is a little bit frightening because people are still struggling with their lines. But
it will all be okay on the day.
It will come together. It'll be okay on the day.
Yeah.
And it'll be all right on the night.
Yeah.
So we're here today because
we watched
The Poison.
Part 2.
Yes, it's called The Poison Sky. I'm so excited to tell you the title of the next one, which I'll do at the end.
Okay.
Anyway, so what do you think?
It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable.
Did you enjoy it more or less than the first part?
A little bit more.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like, I would say a touch more.
Touch more.
Yeah, I thought it was good. It was good.
Okay. As I said, this story is probably one of my least favourites. Certainly of this season.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not. I think I remember it as worse than it actually is. When you actually watch it, it's not that bad. But maybe it doesn't hold up to repeat viewings that well.
Yeah. I thought it was all right. I liked the Sontarans. I thought they were funny. I thought they're almost comical as a villain.
You did raise a good point towards the end with the igniting the atmosphere and getting rid of the gas.
Yeah.
And then you said, but how are they going to stop the devices because they're still on max?
Devices are still pumping.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but he would have ignited the Earth.
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Because the gas was all around them as well.
Yeah, you'd think the Earth would have just been on fire.
Yeah, it would have. But I don't understand how the gases were separated. If it's one gas, like, it should have burnt from the source of the gas.
Yeah.
So if they're still pumping out gas, every car would have exploded.
Yeah, I guess so.
If there's any scientists in our audience, please get in contact. We want to know. I think I'm a bit on the money.
Yeah. I just wonder if maybe because once the Earth started going into panic with this gas, like no one was obviously using their cars, so they weren't getting. Because how was the gas being produced?
Because it's a remote device underneath the car.
Yeah, but where was that gas coming from?
In that device.
So there must be only a finite amount of gas in that device.
No.
So it's producing the gas.
Yeah, it's I thought it was converting oxygen.
Yeah.
Into.
Oh, I
gas.
see. Yes. Yeah. Anywho, it's a silly TV show.
It's a silly TV show.
It's a silly episode.
And it does make me question Helen Rayner's writing.
Yeah.
Because it makes me question. I'm sorry, Helen, if you're listening. But
if you are, you're a miserable turf, so fuck off.
But if you are listening,
yes,
I'm sorry, but you have no logic.
No. If you think this episode and also the Dalek two-parter from the last series, they both kind of get resolved by a massive, like, Deus Ex Machina. This one, it was a big button that he pressed that ignited the atmosphere.
Yeah.
The Dalek one, he got in the way of the gamma strike and Time Lord DNA got mixed up with all the human Daleks.
Oh, yeah.
It was like it's like the problems got so out of hand, you need a big grand gesture to sort of solve it all in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit, okay.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Like, for me, her writing is a struggle. Now, what does she write? What other things has she written?
Well, she did a couple of episodes of Torchwood, which weren't bad. She wrote To the Last Man, which is one of our favourites.
What's that?
That's the one with Toshiko and Tommy, the soldier.
Oh, that is a good one. So maybe she's better at romance.
Yeah.
Maybe she's better at this.
Yeah.
Like,
it's also interesting.
Real lifey.
Yeah, it's also interesting to note that for the first few series of Doctor Who, she was the script editor. So all scripts went through her. And she put a little tweak on them all. No
wonder the first series was crap.
Well, obviously Russell was fully in charge and did his own rewrites, but yeah, I guess the script editor just tightens things up on, I don't know. But yeah, so the cliffhanger was resolved by Sylvia with an axe.
I'm sorry, me and Sylvia may be the same person.
Oh, God.
Not the same person, but like-minded thinkers.
Yeah.
Because I said get a hammer, get a rock, get something. I'm sorry, you've got to think on your feet in that situation.
Yes. Whenever I see that scene, I always think of Doctor Who Confidential for this episode. The actress wasn't allowed to actually smash the windscreen for health and safety. So they used a stunt person. But they actually there's this man called Danny Hargreaves, I think his name is, who did all the practical effects. He was always a firm fixture on Doctor Who Confidential, and he was really attractive.
Oh.
And he actually did it, and he put on Sylvia's pink jumper and stood in for her to be the smasher of the windscreen.
Oh.
Let's say he could smash my windscreen any day.
God, Stephen. Can I... Okay, I know this is a weird order. Sorry, Stephen, another thing.
That's fine.
But I want to plug a podcast.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ben has got into podcasts. He's always said, I don't listen to podcasts. I don't like them. They drone on,
they say. They do. But if you get good ones, like our one... Well, I'm a bit fussy.
Oh my God, I had a dream that we were an answer on a quiz show.
Oh, cool.
That would never happen.
But where there's a will, there is a wake.
It's Kathy Burke,
by
isn't it?
Kathy Burke.
You put it on today in the car, and actually it was very funny.
It's funny, it's really good. You have to be okay with death.
Yes.
I listened to 2 episodes back-to-back yesterday.
The thing is, you were laughing out loud. And I tend not to when I listen to podcasts. It doesn't mean I'm not enjoying it, not finding it funny.
Yeah.
I laugh in my head.
Oh. So I was in the pastoral yesterday.
Okay. Is that relevant?
And I just literally started laughing.
Oh.
Because I was obviously doing food shop yesterday. And yeah, literally, I was just laughing. And this man looked at me. I was like, I don't care. I'm having a good time here.
You're the local nutter.
Yeah, I am.
So a bit that I think sort of thread through this episode that I think you liked was the Doctor realising that Martha was a clone, which he noticed really early on. And you were like, oh, how does he know? He's so clever.
But how did he know?
Well, he told her at the end that it was a few giveaways, like hair follicles, and he was like, and frankly, you smell, like whatever that means. He said, you might have been wearing a T-shirt saying, I'm a clone. But I also like to think it was her behaviour. Because he did test her. He was like, aren't you going to phone your family? And she was like, oh, yeah, sure, of course I'm going to. Like,
yeah.
I will say, I don't know if you agree with this, but I think bringing Martha back for this story, but then basically making her be an evil clone for most of it is a bit of a waste of her.
A waste of Freema.
Yeah. No, you've got a theory about this, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, my theory is this. So she was originally given a 2-year contract with the Doctor. With the Doctor. But something happened or something went along the line, and then Catherine Tate was available and wanted to do a series. So they said, we will give you some episodes in Doctor Who and we'll also give you episodes in Torchwood to make your 2-year up. Rather than you lose a job, you've still got a job, but it's split across 2 storylines within 2 shows. Two shows.
Yeah. Lovely theory. I don't think it's correct because it's very clear in the writer's tale that Russell had another companion that he was creating for Series 4 called Penny Carter that he then ended up getting rid of because Catherine Tate wanted to come back.
Yeah.
So, and I think that Martha's story in Series 3 was only ever intended to be a self-contained single series arc, but she was up for coming back and they invited her back.
Yeah. And she's good.
She is good, yeah.
Is she a fan fave?
I think she has tended to get quite a bad rap, actually.
Oh.
But in recent years, I'm seeing more people have respect for her. Yeah.
I like Martha.
Yeah.
I think she's probably my second favourite companion.
So it goes Donna, Martha, Rose.
Oh my God, bringing back Rose.
She appeared on a screen.
Saying doctor.
Yeah. What's going on?
I will stop this podcast if she comes back with a fucking speaking line.
Okay.
If she comes back, coming as a part-time companion as this is irritating me, by the way, that Martha's back for another storyline.
Why is that irritating?
Because I just want Donna. I don't want these other Sideshow bitches.
Sideshow bitches?
Yes, I don't want... Oh, there's someone coming to our door.
Oh, they just posted something through. Cool. Yeah, but it's actually quite common throughout the course of the show that sometimes you do have more than one companion.
Yeah, that's fine. But when you got Catherine Tate...
Oh, I see. You want her to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she still is, I think.
No, she's not.
She still is. And you seem to think that because Martha's obviously in the next episode, you think she's going to be for the rest of the series.
Not the rest of the series. I think she's going to be in for maybe the next one and the next one.
Okay.
But
do you want me to just not tell you and just wait and see?
Yeah, probably just one then. Why are you saying that?
Well, no, it could be anything.
But my theory is that the TARDIS locked her in.
Right.
Because the TARDIS knows that they're going to need a doctor on the next adventure.
Okay.
The TARDIS knows Martha quite intimately. Because they spent... I always think like they have like mini adventures between episodes.
Yeah.
Like maybe not this one. No. But like when they have like a nice ending...
Yeah.
They go off and do something.
Yeah, there's plenty of... I'm sure they do plenty of travels that just aren't seen.
Just the dramatic ones.
Because there are ones that are referenced as well. Like, oh, remember that time we went to so-and-so? Like, we never saw that, but... Yeah.
So I think... so the TARDIS gets to know these companions very well. And it knows Martha, and it knows Martha's capabilities. It knows Martha's personality. It knows Martha's abilities.
Yes.
And now they are going off to meet the Daleks... again. And so they need a doctor.
Okay. I cannot wait for the end of this episode when I get to tell you the title of the next one. I'm going to make you guess it. I'm going to give you the initials and make you guess it.
Okay. Oh, she's back in a leather jacket.
Is she? Oh, yeah.
And her spiky hair. Yeah. We should have guessed. She's back in her
signature look.
Companion look. Her jacket's gone from red to green.
Okay. To show that she was unhappy and now she's happy.
Oh.
I never thought that. She's like a traffic light.
Yeah. Martha says no. Martha says go.
Okay.
When you call him daddy, you're getting over him.
Did you see though with the TARDIS thing at the end? It kept showing a close up of the Doctor's hand in a jar bubbling.
Yes, I saw that. So who cut the hand off?
That was the Sycorax leader in the Christmas special.
Yes. Who had the hand?
So Jack had it for a while.
Oh.
And then the Master had it.
Oh, is it a Master episode?
The Doctor's got it back now.
Is it Mr. M? Oh, he is, by Stephen's look.
I'm not saying anything.
Well, you can't control your face.
You're going to have to wait and see.
John Sims.
Just one Sim.
John Sim.
Sim singular. Simgular.
Ugh.
Sorry. I'm talking rubbish.
I bet the podcast roll their eyes sometimes.
Yeah. You mean the listeners? Yeah.
What did I say?
The podcast doesn't roll its eyes.
Oh. Well, it does.
Maybe it probably does, to be honest.
Like, oh, fucking hell, another fucking pun.
Yeah. Anywho, what did you think about Luke's plans for, like, Rattigan's world, as he called it? I think it just showed you he was off his rocker.
He's a very hurt young man.
Hurt, yes.
It's almost like not feeling like you connect to the world. He feels like an alien himself. Yeah. So he wants to build his own somewhere where he feels safe, and I get it. Yeah. I do get it.
I get it. But also it's this superiority thing that he wants, he wanted to name it after himself.
Yeah.
He wanted to, that was crazy.
His intellect has been superior for a long time. It links back to the Doctor, where the Doctor corrected him or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And
he's an entitled brat.
Yes. But also, not just is he entitled, but he also brought back... It's a tautology.
Yeah, it's a tautology, yeah.
The Sontarans do not care if it's a contology.
I think that's
How can he talk to the Sontarans, by the way?
Good question.
I don't think Sontarans care much about having translators.
No. Well, maybe the Sontarans have their own translator, or maybe they can just speak English.
I don't think so.
Because they needed to communicate with Luke to set up the Atmos thing.
Yeah.
But
also, they're all cookie cutters.
The Sontarans?
Yeah. How do they decide who is going to be the next leader? Because they're all the same.
Well, I mean, they have their own personalities.
They're identical.
Supposedly, sort of.
No, they're identical, Stephen. They multiply. They're clones.
Yeah, but...
Clone is pretty much identical.
Yeah, genetically identical. Doesn't mean that they actually are the same person.
It does.
No.
Cloning the mind?
No, it's a different sort of cloning. It's not like when Martha got cloned and she kept all her memories. It's cloning in the sense that they reproduced by a single parent.
Did you know slugs can do that, and worms?
No, I didn't know that.
Did you know that they can change their sex?
Oh, okay.
If they're in an environment...
Bet J.K. Rowling hates them.
Probably.
Newsflash, J.K. Rowling hates slugs.
People can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that if they're in a male-dominated environment, they can change.
To become female?
Become female.
Oh.
And if they don't have anybody, they just clone themselves.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't clone myself.
I wouldn't clone myself.
I think there's one's enough.
Yeah. I wake up and puke every day when I look at myself anyway, so... I look in the mirror every morning, I'm like, oh my God, Ben.
No.
What disaster struck you?
You're gorgeous. So, we had a very sad moment in this episode.
Did we?
Yeah. Ross.
Oh.
Who died.
Okay.
He was so short-lived. Ross, we hardly knew ye.
Poor Ross. Talking about Soldier Ross and his other friend, once their job was done, they just shot the other two.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, he just turned around and zap.
Yeah.
I really like that scene of it's the first time there's a big shootout between the Sontarans and the soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this great music like dum 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 as they sort of plod along. But then the music keeps cutting out, to cut away to these little one-liners that Commander Score has. So there's all these lasers and everything, and then it cuts away, and he's just like, "This isn't war, this is sport."
Yeah, but you wait, bitch. I think the Major made the real Doctor realise, we can fight them.
I mean, the Doctor generally tries to avoid.
He does try
bloodshed
to avoid.
Anyway.
He does try to avoid, but at the end of the day, I think the Major's or whatever his name is, his job is to protect Earth.
And at the end of the day, they are a military organisation.
Yeah.
Did you notice the reference to the Brigadier?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember him?
No.
From the Five Doctors, you've seen him in that.
I blocked it out of my memory.
How rude.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, they put the gas mask on.
Oh, yes.
Are you my mummy?
And you laughed out loud, and then you went, I shouldn't have got that.
I shouldn't have got that reference.
You hate when you actually get Doctor Who references.
Yes, I do.
So yeah, the Sontarans really kind of betrayed Luke. Or I suppose he was gullible for thinking that they were going to be on his side.
Yeah.
They were using him.
Yeah. They were like, bitch, Caster 75. More like Plonk 71. You are a sprout and I am a spud. You're fleshy human and I am a potato.
Yeah. I just love that main Sontaran General Star. He's so funny. When he's like, pity, we've lost our target practice. Your students would have been shot down immediately.
Yeah. A lot of teleporting in this episode.
Yes, with a weird noise. Yeah. You did say that whole bit where the Doctor had to ask a lot of Donna.
Oh my God, yes! He was like, babes, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to kill yourself.
Well, run the risk being
If
killed.
you want me to save you,
yeah,
I've got to
It was a big ask, but then I think this is what it involves, being a companion.
You sign up for you could die at any moment.
I suppose so, although the Doctor does his best to keep them safe.
Do you think the Doctor basically is just like that type of person who is like, he just wants to get on with his life and just...
Well, I think that's what he would like to say, but I don't think it's true.
He loves being in the middle of trouble.
Yes, of course he does.
He is a whirlwind going across the galaxy.
Yeah.
He's like, Earth again. Oh, There's an adipose.
Yeah.
Oh my God, imagine if there's one adipose just left on Earth.
Yeah.
And it's just like a little kid is just like raising it.
Oh, that would be a great Pixar movie or something.
Yeah. Disney have Doctor Who rights.
They do now. Well, we don't know the ins and outs of it, but yeah.
Well, they can dictate timings.
What would it be called, this film? Blob.
Adipose of me. Addy of me.
You know that bit when Donna was on the ship and then the Sontarans came marching around the corner and she suddenly had to hide around the corner and they just carried on walking past her? It struck me at that moment, it's quite funny that it's a good job they don't have necks and they can't just turn their heads easily.
Oh my God, they can't.
So if they want to look round, they have to actually physically turn round. They can't, turn their heads.
I tell you what, Donna would be amazing at whack-a-mole. That aim was brilliant.
Yeah. Back of the neck.
Whack-it-a-mole.
That was a football reference, I think.
No?
Back of the net.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they say in football when they score a goal.
Oh, is it?
Anyway, this is certainly not a football podcast by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it's not, because I hate football.
So do I. Yeah, we've got more of Wilf and Sylvia, obviously. Are they growing on you?
Wilf is.
I love Wilf.
Sylvia's
a pain in the arse.
I'm a bit like... She's just an archetype of an annoying
mum.
That type of, nitpicky mother.
Yeah.
Donna can't do anything right.
No,
but
exactly.
how old is Donna supposed to be?
I mean, in her 30s, I would think.
Okay.
But I think some, grown-up women and their mothers do have these kind of relationships.
Yeah. But, I think to myself, Sylvia is a bit of, it's going to turn out to be an alien.
Oh, my God, do you think everyone's going to turn out to be an alien?
Oh. But she's mean.
She is mean. It doesn't mean she's an alien. There's plenty of mean humans.
I am a nanny!
Also, you could see that she...
I'm coming home! The babies need me!
Oh my God, well done. That was a good impression and reference. Yeah, you could see, that bit where she was on the phone to her and she was like, oh, as if you'd know. You're so clever. And then Donna was like, Mum, don't start. And she was like, I'm sorry. You could tell that it's just kind of, it's a habit now. She just can't help herself.
Yeah.
It's very sad. It's kind of sweet that Wilf and Donna have kept it as a little secret. Because her going off with the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Because Sylvia doesn't seem to understand.
Well, I can understand Sylvia. Because Sylvia, every time she's come in contact with the doctor, her life has been at stake.
Yeah.
I can understand it.
Yeah. It's similar to with Martha's family, where her mum was, suspicious of it all. But now Donna's got this other family member who is in on it and is really supportive.
Yeah. It's almost like... It is this, the doctor and the companion is this metaphor for a relationship.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So, you had the mother, the disapproving mother.
Yeah.
You had Jackie, who was, trying to jump his bones at the beginning. Then...
Not at the beginning.
Yeah.
She slapped him.
No, at the right beginning, she was like, who is he?
Oh, yeah, the strange man in my bedroom, yeah.
And then, see, he was a good doctor.
What, Eccleston?
Yeah.
Miss him.
I'm sorry, Eki.
It's a shame that you will never, ever, 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 ever see him again.
No, I'm really sorry, Eki. I'm really sorry to say this. I do prefer Tennant over you, but you were good.
He set the tone for the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wilf has a wonderful line when they're talking at the end. He says, you go with him, that wonderful doctor. You go and see the stars. And then bring a bit of them back for your old Gramps.
Why can't he go?
Because he's an old man.
I'm sorry.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that's what he thinks. He probably thinks,
they could literally take him on one adventure.
They could, and that would be amazing.
Bernard Cribb is dead.
Yes, I know he is, sadly.
Did you go to his funeral?
Of course I didn't go to his funeral. Didn't know him that well.
Oh.
I was going to say his funeral was at a crematorium, which was very close to where we used to live before we moved.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
Anywho.
Oh my God. I remember being in that living room and watching that, the first episode of Doctor Who in there. I was like, what a load of old shit.
All right, Nan.
I'm sorry, it was.
I remember our first episode we recorded and you were like, this is the first episode of a new series. It needs to be the best. And they went with this.
But God, yeah, I was dead on the money. I was still dead on the money.
Yeah.
Oh my God, do you know what we should do?
What?
For a Patreon perk, now we're a year in, I should watch the very first episode again. But we'll do a live...
Oh, Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll do a live comment, like a live...
watch-along commentary thing.
We'll do a live watch-along. Feel a bit sick. Think about it.
What?
Having to put myself through that. But I'd do it.
Yeah?
But it'd have to be a top-tier patron.
Yeah, do it for our patrons. Our lovely patrons.
Yeah. What should we call our patrons?
Patreons.
No! What are we going to call our followers?
About timers.
No.
Team TARDIS.
No. The bullshit gang.
The absolute...
BS.
The absolutely notters.
We'll just call them the lovely people.
We'll just call them what you would say, which is like people of the podcast of the people of the podcast. That's the sort of thing you say.
See what I put up with.
Yeah, but you know it's accurate.
It's not.
Is there anything else you want to say about this episode?
Do you know the Doctor?
Yes. Not personally.
Do you ever wonder what his mind's like?
Mm.
So for me, I kind of think like they're like all his reincarnations are in his brain and they talk.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And they talk to each other a little bit.
Yeah.
Like subconsciously, like...
That makes a lot of sense.
Like one is like super creative.
Yeah.
And then that's the part that talks.
Yeah, that makes a huge amount of sense.
One is really logical.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. I love that idea, actually. They don't exactly do that, but there's something a little bit similar to that comes in the Chibnall era. But no, I definitely like that idea.
Yeah. Is the TARDIS like an amoeba?
Oh my god.
Can it split?
Oh my god. Why would it do that?
So the Master can have one.
The
Master makes the TARDIS kind of like they are both trying to cool it.
Oh, I see. And it
maybe
splits into two.
It splits in two.
Let's just say if the TARDIS ever split in two and became two TARDISes, I would be gobsmacked.
Oh, okay.
If Ncuti Gatwa hits it with a massive hammer and it turns into two TARDISes, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
Did he?
No, I'm saying if he does. If he did, hypothetically.
I think, because I know you've just given stuff away now.
No.
I think now that because they kept Tenny and they've kept Ncuti,
yeah,
that's happened. The timeline split. The TARDIS split. Like, the spin-off is going to be a Tennant spin-off, and it's going to be like Doctor Who, but Doctor Who and some Doctor Who, the Shadow Chronicles or whatever. I don't know, I'm just making some shit up as I go along. But it is literally pinpoint, and it is something to do with the Time War.
Okay.
He needs to go there. And they had a little vote in their brains, in his brain, who is the best one for it.
Right.
And it was voted that Tennant's version was the most successful in his missions.
Okay.
But it was secretly a popularity contest.
Yeah. That's what I do worry that if they went down the route of giving Tennant a spin-off series or something, it would be seen as overshadowing Ncuti in the main series.
But what I would say is much more finite. So it's like maybe a 4-episode arc, 5, maybe 6-episode arc, possibly. Maybe even 3. It is literally just it's giving back to the fans who love Tenny.
Yeah.
B, it's giving back to the fans who love Donnie.
Yeah. A lot of fans actually resent Tennant, coming back and being another Doctor, and like a lot of fans think that Tennant is the basic bitch Doctor who you like if you're a basic bitch fan.
Okay.
And you're like, and so yeah.
Bitch. Some of us are just basic. Get over it.
Yeah.
Like, these hardcore fans are the ones who make it toxic.
Oh, 100%. And also the people on Twitter who something happens and they're like, right, I have to declare my opinion because people need to know what I think about this. As if actually anyone
You're
cares.
one person out of 8 billion people on this planet.
You don't need to have an opinion on absolutely everything.
No, you can have an opinion on everything.
And it doesn't need to be...
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be black or white. You don't need to be like, I absolutely hate this or I absolutely love it.
Like, for me, I'm... With this TV show, I'll be honest with you, this is my most... I think I've been very positive about this series.
Yeah, you have.
I think this is a very good series.
Yeah, it is.
And I do think Donna makes it for me. I do think, by far, I think she's amazing. I keep singing her praises.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the toxic people. Yeah, they make it really unpleasantable. palatable for other people. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, I do understand shows like this give a lot of comfort. Like the films, I'm just going to say it, Harry Potter gave a lot of people a lot of comfort.
Yeah.
Hunger Games gave a lot of people a lot of comfort, even though it's a very macabre concept. Lord of the Rings, all of this, like D&D, they give people comfort. I do understand it. And if it is the thing that you love and it is a thing that it is a part of your soul and your being, that's fine. But you don't gatekeep it. Don't
shit on other people for liking different aspects of it.
And don't shit on newcomers. Because they're just getting into it.
Yeah.
And you never gate, because the thing that you gave you solace might give someone else solace. And if you're gonna shit on it, then you're depriving someone of the same solace that you've been given from the same TV show.
Yes.
That is a lot of people on Twitter. I don't have Twitter, but I hear a lot of things from you.
Yeah.
And I hear a lot of things like on Instagram.
Yeah.
And people are just like, they're Karens of the nerd world.
On a side note, did you see what Miriam Margolyes said about Harry Potter fans?
It did.
Yeah.
I fudgy love her.
Yeah, she is funny.
Can we get her on the podcast?
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
That would absolutely be top notch.
Yeah, she was like, I think Harry Potter fans should be over it by now. If your balls have dropped, get over it.
Do you know what? If Stephen was ever going to go on Drag Race, which I really want him to, he's not a drag queen, but I really want him to go on Drag Race, which would be fine because I can make all your dresses, it's fine, and your outfits.
Cool. Who's into my makeup?
Yourself.
I'm going to have to
you
learn.
Did makeup when you were at Thingamajiggy?
No, someone did it for me.
Oh.
So yeah, when I was 17, I was in Hairspray, and I played Edna, the mother. And
welcome to the 60s.
Yeah, I got told by many people during that I looked good as a woman.
Oh.
So yeah, and it was very liberating to be wearing high heels and sashaying about.
Did you wear a brassiere?
Yeah, of course I did.
Did you need to wear a brassiere?
What's that supposed to mean?
No, did you need to wear it?
Yeah, I had fake boobs.
Oh! Was it one of those silicone things that you pull over your head?
No, they were like cushiony.
Oh. Okay, we've gone off contact.
Yeah.
We've gone off... Anywho.
Yeah, so nothing else to say about Poison Sky.
Not really.
No. As I say, it's probably one of my least favourite of the series.
Oh, there is one thing.
Go on.
The speed of the episode was weird.
The pacing?
Yeah, well, no, it was really, really fast. It was really fast in the beginning. Fast. And then he got on the phone.
Right.
And it was like... And then it slowed right down, they went at speed again. But other than that, it was... Yeah. Oh my God, when he was talking to the Sontarans through the screen.
Oh, yeah.
And then he turned them off and put cartoons.
That was funny, because they were just Sontar. He might as well have been like, I can't explain that to the listeners, but what, when you open and close your hand to show someone's waffling on.
Yeah.
Chat. Yeah. Anyway, can we now talk about next week?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I will put this out there now. It's my least favourite episode of this series, but it's exciting in many ways.
Oh, do people not like it?
Probably not really, no.
Oh, okay.
But it's...
Oh my God, it's all 3 companions in one episode.
No, it's not.
Oh, thank God for that.
No.
I could not deal.
Well, let me tell you the title. So the initials are T.
The.
D.
Delta.
D.
The something Daleks.
Nothing to do with Daleks.
The drama. The
Doctor's...
Daughters.
Take the S off.
Daughter.
The Doctor's daughter.
Is it Susan?
That's his granddaughter.
Oh. Oh my God, are we meeting his daughter?
That's what the episode's
You said there's no Time Lords left! You lied!
I didn't lie.
You did!
I didn't lie.
The Doctor lied. I'm the only one left! And now, oh my God, there's 2 of you! There's now 3 of you!
No, the Master's gone.
No, he's not dead.
Well, he burnt his body.
Yeah, but he's like Voldemort. He's a cloud somewhere.
There was a little ring that a person with red nails picked up.
Yes. Squibbity dib.
Yeah.
The wife. Yes. She was like, oh, and my husband. Oh, he wasn't your husband, bitch.
So, yes. So, next week, the Doctor's daughter.
The Doctor's daughter.
So.
What's her name?
I can't tell you that. I'll let you form your theories for that for next week.
I will. Once this episode's off, I stop thinking about Doctor Who, so I won't think of anything.
No, but that's not true because you mentioned the Sontarans in the lead up to recording that one.
I think I called them Sultanas.
Oh
my God! I bet someone who named it was just eating as like Sultana scone. Oh, it's a really sturdy cake. A really sturdy creature. I would call them Sultanos, Sultarans.
Well, there we go. Right. Okay, then let's stick it on our list. Where's the poison sky going for you? Sontaran stratagem was...
Stick it in your list.
For fuck's sake, Ben.
You'd like Ross to stick it in your list.
Oh, yeah. So, where's poison sky going for you? The Sontaran stratagem is down at 22 for you.
22?
It was the lowest of Series 4.
I would say that this would probably above it.
Yeah, so still below the Fires of Pompeii.
Yeah.
But just above Sontaran stratagem. Okay. For me, yeah, it's pretty easy for me. It's definitely the lowest of Series 4. And I'm going to put it...
Did you prefer the first one over this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's just me, though. I think I like beginnings more than endings in general.
Oh.
I'm wondering whether to put it just below Sontaran stratagem or actually a little bit further down underneath Rise of the Cybermen and Age of Steel. I'm going to put it between Rise of the Cybermen and Age of Steel. So that makes it number 43 for me. So there we go.
What is it with creatures wanting Earth to breed on?
Because Adipose did it. Parivals were sort of doing something similar as well, weren't they?
Yeah. A lot of just want Earth.
Seems to be a pattern that a lot of creatures have lost their planet.
Yeah.
Wonder what that's to do with.
But the Doctor said we're quite a juvenile race.
Yeah.
Anyhow, did we talk about him sacrificing himself? He was like doing something clever.
Yeah. Because he said to him, "Do something clever with your life."
Yeah.
And that's what he did. He sacrificed his life.
Yeah. Because he was the reason why the Earth was in that mess.
Yeah. So it's a sort of redemption.
Yeah.
But
he was a scared little kid.
I don't think he necessarily did it for the Earth. He did it for his own revenge. Because he felt like his life was worth nothing now.
Yeah.
And
And he was almost like revenge because because
they laughed at him.
Yeah. He couldn't get revenge on everybody on Earth, but he could get revenge on them. Oh, and their faces dropped as soon as they saw him.
Yeah.
Because they knew the Sontarans knew the Doctor would be very reluctant to press it. But Luke didn't have any remorse. He was like, Sontaran ha! Pew!
Not Sontaran, just Sontar ha.
Oh. Sontar ha!
Sontar is the name of their planet.
Oh. Is it real?
Is it real?
No, is it in there? Is it small?
I have no idea.
Because the Doctor said that a planet our size, they'd be able to make billions.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows how they reproduce, I need to know. I know it's cloning, but how? So they chop their hands off and then put it into the ground? Like a little flower?
I don't know. I imagine they hatch in little pods, like, you know the little ships, the little balls that will fly through the air? Something like that. Like, they just hatch in there. I don't know.
Then why do they need Earth?
Oh, I don't know. Or maybe they come out of eggs.
Oh, I don't know.
I swear there was a reference in one of these episodes to a hatchery, which suggests hatching.
Yeah. Anywho. Any boo-hoo.
This nearly brings us to the end of our episode. But before we finish, it's time for... Patreon, shout-outs. Patreon, shout-outs. So last week I did it in General Styles' voice.
Yeah.
Is there anyone I can do this time?
Sylvia.
Oh, okay. I love it. Oh, it's that time in the podcast where we talk about Patreon. We want to thank all our lovely patrons.
Thank you.
Including... Louisa, Philip, Jason, Joe, Tom, Louis, Michael, Ferner, Heather, Benny, Caleb, Monica, Amber, Jay, Kaylee, and Kieran. Oh, like you'd be so clever. We love you all. thank you so much.
Thank you.
You forever have a place in our hearts. We honestly can't thank you enough if you support us that way. And we can't thank you enough if you just listen. But if you'd like to get involved in the Patreon action, or indeed buy us a Ko-fi, you can find all those details in the show notes on our link tree.
And if you buy a Ko-fi, you'll get a shout out.
Yeah, of course you will.
There for another week.
My parents have arrived.
Well, that's good
at
timing.
Their new house.
That's good timing.
Yes. Anywho, thank you for joining us. We really hope you're enjoying our journey through Series 4. We'll be back next week with The Doctor's Daughter. Catch up with us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok and all those things. And until next time...
Stay cool, stay safe, stay fantastic. By the way, I don't think that the Doctor's granddaughter should be Susan, because Susan it's an English name. It's not, it's a Earth name. It's not a...
Maybe that was just her alias when she was going to school and it just stuck. Susan! Anywho, bye.